Hello and welcome. This is a very brief preview of Anno 2070 that's coming out, or has come out. I've been a bit busy in Skyrim, as you can see, so it's kind of understandable why I've not really had much time to do this beforehand. This preview is obviously based on the demo that came out, I think 2 weeks ago. It's been sat on my desktop, but unfortunately, what with Battlefield 3 and Skyrim, I have got absolutely nowhere near it. I should probably say that right off the bat, I really like the Anno series. Okay, I'm a bit of a fanboy. However, as you'll see from what I'm about to tell you, that isn't exclusively. That's all I can say. Anno 1404 in particular, for me, the game that was before this in the series, was exceptional. Beautiful to look at, very diverse gameplay, quite funny at times, quite hard, and all that kind of stuff. What struck me straight away with Anno 2070 was that it feels like I'm in remedial school, or I have some kind of problem. This game has to try and simplify things for me, everything. It felt ridiculous. It might be that they want to kind of get some more people into the Anno series, and that's why they've approached it like this. But from the very outset, you can see the graphics are nowhere near as cool looking or sexy, if you like, as Anno 1404. This to me feels a little bit like a backstep graphically. The sea looks alright, but I mean, it's not Anno 1404. I should say I'm running this on very high, was the graphics settings, on a 580, and to be completely honest, you'd expect the sea to look a little bit more defined. But anyway, even when you zoom in, as you can see, there's not a massive amount of detail. There isn't the kind of quirkiness about it that there's been in previous Anno games. It's all a little bit kind of pedestrian and kind of diluted. I have to admit that when I fired it up, the interface was a bit weird. The graphics looked a bit weird. The sound, for some reason, was set to like half volume, so I couldn't even hear it to start with. God knows why. So it just all seemed a little strange. But then once I got into it, and obviously, started to remember how I used to play the Anno games, building stuff, making sure people have got somewhere to live, somewhere to work, something to eat, all the usual stuff. And although this is just in the mission that I'm showing you some footage of here, it was just really quite dull. There wasn't much to it. It felt very flat. There wasn't much making me think, oh cool, what's this, or oh cool, what's that, even though it's obviously set in the future. I actually feel that some of the game's charm, if you like, of the series, that is that the fact that they've been set in 1404 or other years in the past, and there's been a kind of it's kind of given quite a lot of weight to the overall experience in the game. It's been quite quirky because of that. You've got all sorts of different characters. To me, it felt quite watered down. Again, I can't get away from that expression, but that's how it made me feel. It just felt really kind of underwhelming, really. Bearing in mind how much I love RTS games, and I've really spent an awful lot of time in Anno games and games of that type. When I fired up the demo, I just kind of thought to myself, what the hell? You get quests in the usual kind of way in missions, and it will likely be the same in any of the other gameplay types that you play. You can click on people's islands, sections of their islands, bits all open up. It seemed to me that the gameplay is very much the same as Anno 1404, pretty much exactly, and obviously, you know, following the typical kind of Anno way of doing things. But what makes the game really good most of the time is the fact you can get into the micromanagement of things, that there's a kind of almost, you can build things up, and because there's a lot of beauty about the Anno games generally, it kind of encourages us to do more and to experiment and to kind of reach out a little bit. And in the hour or so that I was playing this for, I just didn't feel anything like that at all from this game. I was, how can I put it? I can't even put it strongly enough to you without, I don't know, sacrificing some kind of puppy. I don't know, I just felt really let down. But I mean, I don't know, to you it might look quite appealing and you might think, oh, you know, I don't care what it looks like, and if that's the case and you want to check it out yourself, then I'll stick some links to the demo so you can have a look yourself. But for me, there is absolutely no way, even as an Anno fan, that I'm going anywhere near this. So yeah, I guess I'll be spending some more time in Skyrim and that kind of thing, which is such a shame, because I mean, I hardly play it, as people will tell you if you know any people that know me. But anyway, yeah, overall I'm a bit disappointed, but I mean, I'll do some scores at the end of this video so you can see my overall thoughts, but I have a feeling that you've already kind of got the gist of it. So anyway, I shall speak to you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Stop whining, Peterson. The tests can still be carried out later. As soon as that turbine is installed, the power plant must be brought to full power.
To full power? Without testing? Sheer madness! The structural integrity of the dam won't be able to take it. The load buffer is down. The mounts are breaking. We have to get out of here. Everyone out!
Peterson, what have you done, you idiot? You and you alone are going to answer to Global Trust for this disaster.
You know it's time for us to step it up. Another level now, cause we finished warming up, so we rise up. Elevate to maintain, fill up with octane and fan the flame. We regain all the names the enemy took away.